Now, I'm going to take you through the whole system through the Socratic method. What is the world made of?
Depends on who you ask. I don't know.
I'm asking you.
I would say vibrations.
Very good. So, are there any divisions among in the vibrations?
Yes.
And what are these divisions made of? If you believe there are divisions, you must know where the divisions begin and end. Otherwise, on what basis do you say there are divisions?
Well, I don't know. I guess through my observation.
So, when you observe, where do the divisions begin and where do they end in the vibrations?
Well, I would say that human beings, for instance, have very high vibration, which means a lot of energy, life. A rock, for instance, might have a vibration, but it would be a very low vibration.
Okay. So, you do not know exactly what causes the boundary between these different kinds of vibration.
No.
So let's go to what we can observe of the vibrations. Can we observe particles? If we looked at it with a very powerful microscope, are the rock and the human being made of the same material?
Yes.
Is the space between the rock and the human being also made up of the same material?
Yes. No.
So, is there anywhere in the universe which is not made of the same material?
Well, possibly black holes, but we don't know.
Since we don't know that, let us talk of the world that all of us can know. In the world that all of us can know and experience, is there any part of it that is not made up of the same substance?
I think they're still exploring that, but I would say probably not.
Therefore, everything that we can experience is a single flux of similar particles, which, when we go look at them carefully, are manifesting in some kind of vibrational form. Right? So, the senses pick up certain, how do you notice me as distinct from my background?
Can you ask it in a different way?
How do you distinguish me from everything else you see?
Through my eyesight, probably.
That's right. So your senses can notice boundaries, but the particles we talked about are moving across these boundaries, or are they not? That's right. Because they are, the whole is one, and is coming into the appearance of forms separately, everywhere, which the senses can notice. Right? Now, is what is visible, some forms can some forms notice something and other forms not notice anything? Like the rock. Can the rock notice anything?
Well, we don't necessarily know that for sure, but I would safely say that it probably doesn't notice anything through eyesight. Doesn't have eyes.
And even if it had ears, there is nothing to indicate that the rock moves differently from the way it would move if it heard or did not hear something. So no matter what the rock experiences, if it was able to experience, does it move in a way that suggests that it experiences anything?
Well, a rock is, maybe a table would be a better example, because a rock serves a very specific purpose in nature, which is both, it's kind of it gives back, it contributes to nature. So in that sense, it may have some sort of sensory.
I wanted to use the rock because you brought up the rock. You spoke of the rock and the human being, so I'm just staying with that. So let's just stay with it simply because whether it has a function in nature or not, the question was, does it move in any way that suggests that it is getting feedback?
No, it doesn't usually.
That's right. On the other hand, human beings, do they move differently according to feedback? If they saw a vehicle moving towards them, would they move differently from if they were not seeing a vehicle move towards them? Precisely. The fact that one kind of form moves according to getting input and the other one does not move even if it gets input indicates that whatever the capability of a rock is to experience, it is not enough to change the behavior of the form of the rock. There is no behavior from the rock that is resulting from anything the rock may be experiencing, even if it could.